been asking for it, so here it is. How I built my custom-made bookshelf. First of all, obviously, I needed to clean out the space. The base I used for this is IKEA Billy bookcase. So once they arrived, naturally, I needed to put them together. And my best tip for this is make sure you follow the instructions. It makes everything so much easier. Then I washed all of them. I painted them with a basic layer of paint that's meant to have the color that I actually wanted on the bookcase stick once it was time. Built a base to put the bookcases on. I wanted the bookcase to be floor to ceiling. This was just going to make it more symmetrical. Making sure it was even was a hassle. Then I put it all up there and I put these blocks in between each of the bookcases that I drilled in place. That's just to make sure that once I fill the bookcase with books, they will stay in place and not start like wiggle or bend over time. Then I need to prepare to anchor the bookcases to the wall, so it's all safe and stable and all of that. Then I got carried away and started measuring up where I wanted to have each of the shelves. And that was so that I would be able to start filling up all of the holes that would be between each of the bookshelves. Then I assembled and added the top part of each of the bookshelves. This is also part of IKEA Billy bookshelf, the extension to the standard bookshelf. I wanted it to really just get that floor to ceiling feeling. Then I added the moldings, covering up the space between the bookshelf and the ceiling, as well as between each of the bookshelves. For these sections, I've used wooden moldings because I wanted a rounded edge. But for the sides and the bottom, I used MDF boards. This step I'm not so sure about. What I did next was to paint the whole thing in the color that I wanted. And honestly, with the amount of layers that I needed to paint in the end, I don't know if this was the smartest way to do it or if I should have waited until I had all the shelves in place to paint it. And you will soon see why. Because I had so many layers of paint, I had to use this rubber hammer in order to hammer the shelves into place, and that actually had some of the paint coming off. Not to mention, I grouted each of the shelves and therefore had to paint them again. Currently, I stopped filming here. So as you can see, there are small wooden moldings on each of the shelves. I'm also in this video attaching the floor molding and the cabinets to each of the bookshelves.